And when we do it, we just didn't get you. Got a bad thing, it ain't lie. Why, with some up and north.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Happy New Year's, everybody. In today's late season matchup, we have two teams who have victory on their minds. It's the 49ers going up against the Rams.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line with the San Francisco 49ers. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards. That time as that'll move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Gurley again here. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run again with Bernard. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down. On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Fresh set of downs here. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Now it's gone. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he rifles one incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like you heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang, but it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. First down throw, gone. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
It's Gurley, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun. Gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the second quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try it out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout. 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It's Johnny Hecker now, an all-pro 3 of the last 4 years on to punt, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. A busy final day for you coming up in the NFL. Final day of the year as well. 11 other games going on as we speak. And then coming up later this afternoon, 2 games each from the AFC West and NFC West, all kicking off at the same time. Raiders, Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos, Cardinals, Seahawks, Niners, Rams. And then that's it for the 2017 regular season. It'll be Happy New Year time. And Charles, you going to dust off Auld Lang Syne for us tonight?
Meet me at midnight, baby. You'll find out.
Hard pass. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Rams will get it at the 20. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Whoosh.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and short.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford, all right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he is knocked down from the side at the 19. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Again, they run with Gurley. Got some room at the 30. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On first down, it's gone. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the fourth down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Garoppolo. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Donald in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. A beautiful fake. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now they try the right side here. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's a little bit extra.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think we saw some of the best qualities of Carlos Hyde on that run. Able to pick up something there, being physical running the football. But I think he's got really good vision and great feet. He's going to be the key to this offense really being...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Carlos Hyde, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And that one puts them on top here in the third. Goal Ram now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. On second down, here's Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Steps away, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Goff on first down. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
A gain of 3, second down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Garoppolo looks to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley finding room to the 20. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Goff on first down. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the rookie from Boston College, John Johnson. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 22.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Garoppolo now. Dancing to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are back within a score. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Gold now out to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big run there by Gurley. 46 yards. Red zone opportunity. Another carry now for Gurley. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On the toss, it's Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. In there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
All right, here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Out to the flat for Hyde. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And now look at him go. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Over. No. Jack, Patriot.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He dumps it to Hyde. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Leopard. Go. Let's go. Leopard. 3-19.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. Forced out to his left. Goodwin able to haul it in. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. 18 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And that will be incomplete as well.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it's becoming increasingly clear now that the Rams are going to win this football game. They try right side here, Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Rams on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do